Lai Mei's heart fluttered with excitement as she stepped off the plane onto the soil of Turkey, a land steeped in history and mystery. Her husband, Chen, and their two children, Jing and Wei, were equally thrilled, their eyes shining with anticipation. They had embarked on this journey to immerse themselves in the ancient wonders of a foreign land. Amidst the bustling airport crowd, a figure caught Lai Mei's attention. Hassan, their tour guide, stood tall with a warm smile and a twinkle in his eyes. He exuded an air of confidence and knowledge, drawing the family towards him like a magnet. With gentle gestures, he greeted them, his voice filled with genuine enthusiasm. Hassan's words danced through the air, painting vivid pictures of the marvels they were about to witness. His descriptions were rich and tantalizing, promising hidden gems and untold stories waiting to be discovered. The way he spoke about Turkey's historical sites, the grandeur of its ancient ruins, stirred something deep within Lai Mei's soul. She felt an instant connection with this charismatic guide, trusting that he would lead them on an unforgettable adventure. As they journeyed to their first destination, Istanbul, Hassan shared anecdotes and insights, peppering his conversation with humor and warmth. He effortlessly wove tales of empires past and the vibrant tapestry of cultures that shaped the city. Lai Mei found herself hanging onto his every word, her curiosity piqued by the intricate details Hassan offered. The day wore on, the sun casting a warm glow over Istanbul's bustling streets. Lai Mei's family followed Hassan's lead, their footsteps echoing in the historical alleys. Hassan's knowledge of the city was remarkable, effortlessly guiding them through labyrinthine pathways and pointing out architectural wonders that whispered of bygone eras. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of gold and crimson, Hassan unveiled their itinerary for the coming days. Lai Mei's heart raced with anticipation as he described the wonders they would encounter, from the ancient city of Ephesus to the surreal landscapes of Cappadocia. The promise of adventure hung in the air, and Lai Mei couldn't help but be swept away by Hassan's infectious enthusiasm. With each passing moment, Lai Mei's confidence in their choice of tour guide solidified. She believed that Hassan's guidance would unveil a side of Turkey few travelers ever experienced. The stage was set for an extraordinary journey, one that would forever etch itself into the tapestry of their lives. Little did Lai Mei know that beneath Hassan's friendly facade, a sinister secret lay hidden, waiting to be revealed in the depths of their exploration. As Lai Mei and her family embarked on their tour of Turkey, Hassan's charismatic presence continued to guide them. They traversed the bustling streets of Istanbul, entranced by the city's vibrant energy and rich history. Hassan effortlessly led them through the winding alleys, unveiling hidden corners and sharing captivating stories along the way. Over a leisurely lunch at a quaint cafe, Hassan subtly steered the conversation towards the lesser-known, untouched parts of Turkey. His eyes sparkled with genuine excitement as he described the untouched beauty of natural landscapes and ancient ruins that lay far from the beaten path. Lai Mei's initial hesitation about venturing too far from civilization was momentarily overshadowed by Hassan's persuasive words. Hassan's voice grew soft, his gaze filled with a sense of reverence as he spoke of these remote locations. He painted vivid images of pristine lakes, towering mountains, and secret valleys, assuring Lai Mei that they held the true essence of Turkey's beauty. The tranquility and opportunity for reflection in these untouched havens were like whispers that caressed Lai Mei's soul. However, a flicker of doubt lingered within her. Lai Mei's thoughts turned to her family's safety and accessibility. What if something were to happen? What if they encountered challenges that were too great to overcome? But Hassan, sensing her concerns, gently reassured her, his voice a comforting melody. He emphasized that these places were worth the journey, promising a haven where they could disconnect from the world and immerse themselves in the serenity of nature. With hesitant yet curious hearts, Lai Mei and her family agreed to venture into the unknown, trusting in Hassan's judgment and the allure of untouched beauty. They bid farewell to Istanbul, its bustling streets fading into the distance as they journeyed towards a different realm. Lai Mei couldn't shake off a lingering unease, a whisper of caution in the back of her mind, but she suppressed it in hopes of experiencing the true essence of Turkey's landscapes. The road stretched endlessly before them as the urban landscape transformed into rural scenery. The familiar sights of bustling cities gave way to rolling hills and expansive fields. Lai Mei's family marveled at the changing scenery, their eyes drinking in the natural splendor surrounding them. The anticipation of what lay ahead mingled with a tinge of apprehension, a delicate balance between excitement and wariness. As the hours passed, the road less traveled beckoned, pulling them deeper into the heart of the Turkish countryside. The landscapes became wilder, untamed, and a sense of isolation settled over them like a mist. Lai Mei's heartbeat quickened, her gaze flitting between the passing vistas and her family's faces, searching for any sign of shared unease. Their destination loomed ahead, a remote location with no signs of civilization in sight. The absence of other people and the absence of phone signals sent a shiver down Lai Mei's spine, her apprehension evolving into a nagging doubt. The tranquility of nature suddenly felt too calm, too silent. It was in this moment, as they ventured deeper into the unknown, that Lai Mei's suspicions about Hassan began to take root, whispering doubts that threatened to unravel the carefully constructed facade of their guide's benevolence. As Lai Mei's family delved deeper into the remote regions of Turkey, the air seemed to hold a hushed stillness, casting an eerie shadow over their journey. Unease settled like a weight upon Lai Mei's shoulders, the niggling doubts about Hassan's true nature growing stronger with each passing moment. Hassan's demeanor took on a peculiar quality as they ventured further away from civilization. He seemed captivated by the solitude, his eyes gleaming with a sinister fascination. Lai Mei caught glimpses of something unsettling in his gaze, a darkness that lurked beneath the facade of warmth and friendliness. The hairs on the back of her neck prickled, a silent warning whispering in her ear. Lai Mei's observations heightened as Hassan made remarks that sent chills down her spine. He spoke of the absence of other people in these desolate locations with an unnerving glee, relishing the isolation they encountered. His words, once charming and enticing, now took on a sinister undertone that made Lai Mei's heart race. As the family reached a remote spot, a place untouched by the trappings of modernity, a sense of foreboding washed over them. The absence of any signs of civilization and the lack of phone signals amplified their isolation. Lai Mei's family exchanged uneasy glances, their once bright eyes now clouded with worry. Hassan's actions grew increasingly peculiar, fueling Lai Mei's suspicions. He seemed to revel in their vulnerability, his smile stretching into a macabre grin. Lai Mei's intuition screamed at her, warning her of the imminent danger lurking just beneath Hassan's amiable facade. In this desolate landscape, Lai Mei's doubts transformed into a chilling certainty. Hassan was not who he appeared to be. He was a predator, hidden in plain sight, ready to unleash his true nature upon them. Fear knotted in Lai Mei's stomach, and her family's trust in Hassan shattered like fragile glass. As the dark truth revealed itself, panic surged through Lai Mei's veins. She knew they had to escape the clutches of this monstrous guide. With trembling hands and determined hearts, they scattered, each family member desperate to evade Hassan's relentless pursuit. The once serene surroundings became a labyrinth of terror, every corner concealing the threat of their demise. Lai Mi's senses sharpened as she fought to protect her loved ones. Every rustle in the undergrowth, every shadow dancing on the periphery of her vision, sent her heart pounding. The chase became a harrowing dance between predator and prey, the air thick with adrenaline and the stench of fear. Yet, even amidst the chaos, a flicker of hope ignited within Lai Mi's soul. She found solace in the knowledge that she was not alone in this battle against evil. One by one, other tourists fell victim to Hassan's insatiable hunger, but Lai Mi and a fellow survivor clung to the fragile thread of survival, their spirits unyielding. With their hearts pounding in their chests, Lai Mi and the remaining survivor pressed on, their every step fraught with the weight of impending doom. The once serene landscape now felt like a sinister maze, its natural beauty transformed into a prison of horror. Lai Mi's mind raced, searching for a plan, an escape from the clutches of the zombie that had once been their trusted guide, Hassan. They knew that time was running out, that they had to strike back before they became his next victims. In a desperate bid to outsmart their relentless pursuer, Lai Mi and her companion devised a dangerous strategy. They sought higher ground, climbing towards the peak of a nearby hill, their bodies fueled by sheer willpower and adrenaline. As they ascended, the world around them seemed to blur, the urgency propelling their bodies beyond their physical limits. Lai Mi's lungs burned, her legs protested with every step, but she pushed through the pain, her determination unwavering. Finally, they reached the summit, breathless and battered. From this vantage point, they surveyed the desolate landscape below, their eyes searching for any sign of Hassan's approach. And then they saw him, a dark figure charging up the slope, his undead strength driving him forward with unholy speed. Lai Mi's heart raced, her fingers gripping tightly to a large stone at her side. As Hassan drew nearer, a flicker of desperation flashed across her eyes, mingling with a fierce determination. Time slowed, the world around her fading into insignificance as she focused solely on the impending confrontation. With a surge of adrenaline, Lai Mi and her companion seized the moment. They released their grip on the large stone, sending it hurtling down the hill, its weight and momentum building with each passing second. Hassan, caught off guard, stumbled and fell, his monstrous form unable to evade the impending doom. The stone crashed into Hassan with a sickening thud, ending his reign of terror in an instant. Lai Mi's heart pounded, a mix of relief and disbelief coursing through her veins. The once charming tour guide lay motionless, the truth of his monstrous nature now permanently stilled. Lai Mi and her companion shared a bittersweet moment of victory, their breaths mingling with the crisp mountain air. The battle had been won, but scars remained, both physical and emotional. They stood on the precipice of a newfound resilience, forever changed by the horrors they had witnessed. In the aftermath of the confrontation, Lai Mi's mind whirled with questions and uncertainties. How had they been deceived by Hassan's deceptive charm? What other dark secrets hid beneath the surface of this world? But amidst the lingering shadows, a flicker of hope burned within her. They had triumphed against the darkness, and they would find a way to emerge from this nightmare stronger than ever before. Lai Mi stood at the peak of the hill, the weight of their harrowing journey etched upon her features. The adrenaline that had fueled her every move began to subside, leaving behind a bone-deep weariness. The landscape stretched before her, a testament to the beauty that had once captivated their hearts, now tainted by the horrors they had faced. As the stillness settled over the scene, Lai Mi's mind grappled with the aftermath of their ordeal. The loss of her fellow tourists weighed heavily upon her, their faces forever imprinted in her memory. She mourned their lives cut short by Hessen's insatiable hunger, their dreams and aspirations extinguished in an instant. Gazing out at the desolate expanse, Lai Mei questioned the nature of reality itself. How could someone so seemingly kind and compassionate be hiding such darkness within? The illusions shattered, leaving behind fragments of trust and innocence. A sense of survivor's guilt washed over Lai Mei, mingling with a renewed determination. She vowed to honor the memories of those who had fallen, to ensure their deaths were not in vain. This experience had transformed her, awakening a strength she never knew existed. Lai Mei descended the hill, her steps deliberate yet filled with purpose. She would find her way back to civilization, back to the embrace of loved ones. But she carried with her a new understanding, a lingering awareness of the darkness that lurked beneath the surface of the world. As Lai Mei walked away from the haunting landscape, a flicker of hope ignited within her. She would heal, she would rebuild her shattered reality, and she would remember the lessons learned in the depths of that horror. Life would never be the same, but she would forge ahead, a survivor in a world that teetered on the edge of shadows.